Hey, pal. You ready? Can you pick me up at 6:30?
I'm here.
Too late.
I'll go for 5 minutes. Move it. You're killing me. You know what, Dad? I'm good.
It may be quite a while before he's ready, but our Subaru Legacy will be waiting for him.
It's not just a sedan, it's a Subaru.
University Subaru.
The way growing!
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, March the 11th. And we're several days away from the official start of spring, but we're talking about summer production. Now, you know we're not too far away when we start talking about Maples Rep Theatre. Todd Davison, good to have you here.
Thank
Todd.
you, very good to be here.
Came all the way from Macon, Missouri this morning.
Yep,
you got
not
that car
far at all. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Right. But this being March, we're not too far from June, July, and August. You want to talk about the summer season?
I do. February and March is the months when I'm setting up everything, getting all the people hired, actors hired, designers. We're talking about what the shows are going to look like and everything like that, so we can get all that in place. And then we have a couple months for that all to kind of simmer along until we come in May and June and really get to going.
And, you know, maybe our listeners who are hearing us this morning, if you've never been to Macon to see the production of Maples Rep, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, they are professional theater. They do a fantastic job. People come from all over the country to be a part of your production.
That's correct.
You're not dealing with just local, and we've got a lot of local talent here, but you're drawing from folks all over the country.
Right.
And the Maples Rep Theater is in a wonderful old theater that is air-conditioned and very comfortable. You got a nice stage, and you do some of the best productions I have ever seen. In fact, a couple of years ago when you did Chicago, I think I've told this before, but we enjoyed Chicago so much, we saw it one Sunday and had to go back the next week because it was so good, we just couldn't get enough of it. That was the best production of Chicago I've ever seen.
Well, thanks very much.
So what have you got coming up this year?
Well, we have, we're going to start off with a little play this time. We sometimes start with a musical and then add the play, but this year we're going to start with The Curious Savage. It's a classic American play written in the early 50s, and I tell people it kind of reminds me of a cross between You Can't Take It With You and Harvey. There's a group of eccentric characters, like in You Can't Take It With You, and then the center point is a person that just wants to do good for people. It's Mrs. Savage. She's gotten an inheritance because her husband has passed away, and she just wants to help people with the money that she has. Well, her stepchildren think that that's not the way to do that.
The stepchildren, they want the money themselves.
They want the money. So Mrs. Savage has her in her way. She turns the tables on her stepchildren and figures out a way to help all the people that she comes in contact with. And the people at this, her children send her to a sanatorium. And so there at the sanatorium, she meets all these other people that she makes friends with, and they all have their reasons for being there. She tries to help them and everything. So it's really, really sweet-natured and very funny.
Oh, that sounds like a
Savage.
wonderful production.
It is. It's great.
Now, why did you decide to start with a play instead of a big musical?
Well, we do run in reps. So after we get going for 1 week, then we have 2 shows playing all the time. So in some ways, it doesn't really matter what we start with, because after a week, we'll have a musical and a play running then the rest of the summertime.
So the first play is running for 1 week?
The first play runs by itself for a week, and then Pump Boys and Dinettes will open, and then Curious Savage and Pump Boys and Dinettes will alternate.
Okay.
So they'll run in repertoire.
So Pump Boys, have you done Pump Boys and
No,
Dinettes
we never
before?
have. It's one of those shows that we just haven't done, and we've had a lot of people ask about it. It's so much fun. You know, it's just fun, down-home kind of Dukes of Hazzard kind of characters who are the boys who run a gas station, and then across the street is the Double Cup Diner where the girls run the diner, and so then they get to sing all the fun songs.
One of the songs that just sticks out in my mind from Pump Boys and Dinettes is Farmer Tan.
Farmer Tan, yep, that's right. And there's another one, The Night Dolly Parton Was Almost Mine. That's a good one. Yep. Okay. So yeah, that's a lot of fun, real fun music, and all the players play. It's one of those shows where we've hired guitar players, piano players, bass players, so that they can get out there and play for themselves. So that's also fun for people to see.
What else have you got?
Then starting in July, we'll open A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. Okay. Just a great, big, fun Stephen Sondheim musical. It's a kind of a spoof on the old Roman plays. You know, the idea of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum is the same kind of conniving servants and doddering old people, and everybody's mistaken, all the kind of farcical elements that have happened for 1,000 years. And I am in it, yes, I am.
I can see you in that one. And what else?
And then we'll take a little break and then come back in about 6 weeks with Church Basement Ladies.
Oh, they're back again.
They're back with A Mighty Fortress Is Our Basement. This is the 4th Church Basement Ladies musical.
People can't get enough of the Church Basement Ladies.
They love them. They love the Church Basement Ladies. And so people always want to know Karen Pappas, who plays Mavis, and Leisha Watson, who plays Vivian, the 2 oldest Church Basement Ladies, will be back for our production. They're always back. Sometimes the younger characters change, but those 2 old ladies that people want to see, they're going to be there.
Yeah, and any of the ladies who worked for the church, maybe having socials, or serving lunches for the kids or for bingo, you will relate to the Church Basement Ladies if you go see it.
You'll either see yourself or your mother or your aunt or that little old lady down the street. Yep, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's silly and fun.
Yeah.
And then next is Arsenic and Old Lace. So that's another classic American play, and it's the first show that Maples Rep has ever done again, because you might remember that in 2006 we did that.
Travis and I we did a scene of Maples.
You're right. You were killed by those old ladies.
That's
fed
right.
you the poison.
That's right.
So
we were both killed.
Great story about the nice, sweet old ladies who feed poison to gentlemen who they think are lonely. They think they have no other reason to live, so they just help them kind of out of this life into the next.
Right. And I got to do my dying scene.
You did. That was great. So maybe we'll do that again.
Arsenic and Old Lace. When is that running?
That runs. Let's see. This is October 16th through November 1st.
Okay. All right.
And then the last show is Plaid Tidings, which is Forever Plaid. The 4 guys sing groups. This is their Christmas musical. So the 4 plaids come back to life.
They come back to life again?
They do. They get to come back one more time.
How many reincarnations do they have?
Well, this is the only other one that I know of. But they'll get to sing all the great Christmas music, so that'll be fun.
If you're not familiar with the 4 Plaids, it's a wonderful musical, but these were 4 musicians. They were going to go perform at the Hilton, right?
Yep.
On the night before the Beatles were coming.
That's exactly right.
To the Ed Sullivan Show, and they were killed. So they didn't get to do their performance, but they were granted
special dispensation to come back and sing 1 concert, and now they get a second chance. Okay. 1 more concert.
Clarence the Angel is watching over them.
Right.
So if you want ticket information for the Maples Rep, sounds like you've got a great,
we do.
A great
We're
season
very excited.
coming up. How do they get tickets?
Well, they can go online. That's probably the easiest way. It's maplesrep.com, www.maplesrep.com, or they can call the box office, which is 660-385-2924.
Or somebody at the box office now?
They're there during the middle of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they're there.
Okay, go online and you can even pick your seats out.
Yep,
online.
that's exactly
right.
Okay.
Todd Davison, thank you. Artistic Director, Maples Rep Theatre. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming down today.
Thanks for having me.
Tomorrow we're going to find out about the Columbia Planetarium, a good show coming up. Our program directed by Travis McMillen, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Brendan McDermott, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Thompson.